Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. This is Barbara, and let's start us off with a little golden singing bell. This helps the throat and heart chakra open up so that we can receive. And it also charges and activates the crystals, raises the frequency, not only in the room that I'm sitting in, but for you as well, because you're hearing it. Today we are in the Egyptian room, and we've got Tehote and Ra helping us, and we have this beautiful golden healer quartz as well. So just know that by September 1st, we'll have this Egyptian healing room ready. So if you are in our area and you want a healing, we will be able to do it within a Stargate. And if you don't know what that is, it'll be a nice surprise because I will show pictures when it's all ready. All right, so we are going to start today with our Pick a Stack. If you're new to Pick a Stack, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to think of an idea, issue, or question in your life, in someone else's life that's close to you, or maybe just for the whole world, and then choose one of these stacks. This is stack number 1, stack number 2, and stack number 3. Now, you don't have to limit yourself to just one stack. You can have 2 stacks, or you can have all 3. You might want to listen to the whole video because sometimes one stack resonates with one question and another stack resonates with another question. So it can be very helpful. I know as I'm speaking and doing the reading that I often get a message, hey, this one's for you in your relationship, and this one's for you with your shop, and this one's for you for something else. So I even get something out of it, which I'm always amazed by. So if you need to stop the video, you go right ahead and start it back up when you're ready. Otherwise, we will get started with stack number 1. If you chose stack number 1, the crystal is Citrine, and I chose this nice big point. Feels good in the hand. It's a pretty good size one. The Citrine is a stone of the mind. Ancient cultures believed that placing citrine on the forehead of an elder would increase his or her power. It can also help attract abundance. I actually have one of these in my cash register drawer. It can help increase self-esteem and protect from negative energy, open new thoughts, and promote clarity of thought. This is going to resonate with the solar plexus chakra and the sacral. It also has the power to calm and soothe your nerves and help with depression. Another thing it's good for is the digestive system. So carrying one in your pocket, like a pants pocket, would be a good thing if you have digestion issues. Now, you wouldn't want to carry something like this. It's a little too big, but and it's kind of rough. You know, you can always do like a tumbled stone, a smaller tumbled stone. So citrine is your crystal if you chose stack number 1. And your first card, so we've got 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, and then we've got 1 oracle card. And the first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot, and it is the 3 of Feathers. Let's let you have a look at that. The 3 of Feathers. Feathers in this deck is equivalent to air or swords in other decks. And in this deck, it's represented by the moth. Now, when I think of the moth, I think of the moth going towards the light. You've seen those bug catchers, or even at night if you have your lights on inside and there's all these moths on the outside of your window. The moths are attracted to the light. So we've got the citrine, which is a very light crystal. I mean, it looks like the sun. And then you've got the 3 of Feathers, which I feel like the message here is go towards the light. And I don't mean, this is the end of life. I mean, the light as opposed to the dark. In other words, concentrate on what's going on in the light right now in our world. Concentrate on your local community and all the good things that are happening, or all the good things that you can do to help your community. But concentrate on that instead of the darkness, which is back here behind the moth. It says recovery here. And it doesn't mean necessarily recovery from alcoholism or drugs or anything like that. But I think recovering from all the chaos in the world, which, by the way, we're not done. So, put your seatbelt on and just hang on. But keep concentrating on the light. There's so much good in the world right now. If you focus on that, you'll actually be able to see it and feel it. But if you're focusing on all the chaos and all the icky stuff going on out there, then that's what you're going to have in your life. So remember, we are all magnets. And if you want to be a magnet for dark and chaotic energy, that's what you're going to attract. If you're thinking about all the positive things that are going on out there, people helping people, then that's what you're going to attract. So be the moth that goes towards the light. All right, your second card is from the Druid Craft Tarot. And it's the Four of Wands. And I love this picture. In this deck, the wands, that's fire. And in this case, this is a stable foundation. It's happy home, happy hearth, but it's also a celebration. So I'm just going to use my friend Katie as an example. She's getting married in a few weeks. She's concentrating on all the stress of a wedding and a reception, but this is a happy thing. This is a celebration, and we need to remember that we have things to celebrate. We have things to celebrate every day. Sometimes it's just the fact that you got up, got dressed, or maybe you didn't get dressed, but you got up, you went to the bathroom, you had something to eat, and you're still here. That is something to be celebrated. And it's okay to celebrate it. I give you full permission to celebrate every little thing. Hey, I have chocolate for breakfast pretty much every morning because I'm celebrating the fact that I woke up, I got dressed, and I'm still here. There's a reason to have chocolate right there. So this is a reminder to celebrate all those little things. You're concentrating on the light, and you need to remember to celebrate all those little things, because you do have a roof over your head, or a family, or this home life. Wherever you are, even if you're living in an RV, you have a roof over your head. If you don't, then you need to reach out, because there's so many good people that want to help. I know there are, because they come in my shop all the time. So concentrate on the positive and celebrate all those little things. Oh, I have no water today. Okay, this is from my new deck called Sacred Spirit. And this card is card number 7. It is the Celestial Gatekeeper. And it says timing is critical. I just want you to look at that for a minute. And let's see what the book says about Celestial Gatekeeper. The eagle is considered a sacred animal in many cultures. Unafraid of confrontation, the resilience and unshakable confidence and courage that eagles demonstrate ensure that their presence is felt. Their commanding and majestic presence, soaring high above the land, demands your respect when you reside or walk within it. Flying in between the realms of earth and spirit, these majestic animals are celestial gatekeepers, transporting spiritual communication between the heavenly gateways. These predatory birds rely upon their vision and ability to read wind currents to survive in their natural habitats. The sacred relationship between the Mongols and the golden eagle signify the power and respect these beautiful eagles represent and are considered more valuable than human relationships as they depend upon them for their own survival in the Siberian wilderness. Right now, you require a clear focus of what is ahead of you. Your timing is critical. While you may have a sense of urgency, it is important not to rush. Now, I'm an Aries. I get impatient sometimes, and so this is always a reminder for me that divine timing is its own thing. We can't rush that. We can't force it. So we need to just let things unfold the way they're supposed to unfold, because there's things out there we're not even aware of. So ensure that you have planned your forward process. All decision making needs to be carefully considered before you jump in prematurely. Make sure you have all the facts in front of you. The affirmation that goes with this card says, I resonate with divine order. My soul is activated to the highest vibration. Nice. This is a high frequency type of quartz. You've got concentrate on the light, celebrate every little moment you have your home and family life, and then the timing is divine. So whatever's coming, just know that the timing is divine and be patient. That is step number 1. Even the backs of these cards are beautiful. Look at that. It's a tree of light. All right. If you chose stack number 2, your crystal is Moonstone. Look at that right in front of that golden healer. Nice. This is a Vogel cut wand, double terminated. And this is Rainbow Moonstone. Moonstone is used by healers to stimulate the function of the pineal gland and balance internal hormone cycles with nature's rhythms. It is a stone of inner growth and strength. It is beneficial in opening the emotional self, whether you are male or female. And this is an excellent stone to use in meditation to help you understand yourself. It can help in foretelling the future, enhance intuition, promote inspiration, and bring success in love as well as business matters. Now, we just had a full moon, which is why I think my guides and guardians wanted me to have this be one of the stones. So if you are connected to the moon, this is your moonstone. All right, I'm gonna move my chair just a little bit. Hopefully I don't knock stuff over. There we go. Your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck, and it is the 5 of Feathers. And in this deck, feathers is air, and this card is represented by the armadillo, or should I say the fabulous armadillo. The 5 is halfway between the ace and the 10, and this is a lot of times it's being on the fence about something, but I think today this is about change. There's change in the air today, regardless of when you're watching this video. When I'm recording this video right now, it is Wednesday, August 5th. We are in between the full moon and the 8/8 Lion's Gate. Very, very powerful time. Lots of changes going on. So many people have come into my shop just in the last week and said they're breaking up with their girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, family member. There's definitely kind of like a rift that's occurring between people of higher frequency and a lower frequency. There are people that, they've had somebody living with them And all of a sudden it's like, you know what? I'm not taking your stuff anymore. I'm not putting up with your crap. I've done it for this long and I'm done. And so there's this rift that's appearing. Thea, come here. There's a dog barking outside. No, come here. So I'm just going to take those dogs barking as the affirmation about the people breaking up with other people. But there's this rift that is occurring between people, even people that have been together for many, many, many years. But it's like one of them is saying, I can't do this anymore. I've stuffed my emotions down and I don't want to play this game. I want to be myself. I want to be able to breathe. I want to be able to express myself, and I'm not being allowed to do that. So this card to me, now again, this is a general reading, so it can't be specific for everyone, but there's a change in the air. Thank you, Thea, for moving the camera. There's a change in the air. And the armadillo is saying, you know, it's okay to put a little protection around yourself. And that's a protection for your emotional body. It doesn't mean go around and wear physical armor, although in some cities right now, maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea. But for your emotional energy field, some protection would be nice. So just surround yourself with that pink unconditional love bubble before you go places or before you meet with certain people, so that you don't take in any of that low frequency energy. Okay. Now it's interesting that that card is in the stack with the Moonstone, because if you think about the Moonstone has moon energy, and the moon moves the water on the earth. It ebbs and flows, and it has the tidal action, right? Tidal action, back and forth, back and forth. And when there's a full moon, people feel it. You feel pulled one way, you feel pushed. And this card talks of that as well, that being pulled and pushed on either side of the fence, because remember, it's the 5 card between the ace and the 10. So, you know, sometimes the middle ground is a safe place to be, up on that fence. But just know that change is coming. And my guides just said, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's going to be good in the end. Change can often be frustrating because it takes us out of our box, out of our comfort zone. But in the end, it's a good thing. So let's concentrate on that. And then your next card is the 7 of Cups, which is the 7 of water. So we've got 5 of air and 7 of water. Water is about going with the flow. Water can bring change as well. Now this person here, okay, remember we've got this card. This person here is concentrating on these cups that are in the water. They're not looking at this one cup over here. They're wearing red, which is all about, that's passion. That's the get her done color. It's very active, but this person is not being active. They're just like, la, 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 I'm looking at my cups. I'm just staring off into the distance. Even though this change is coming, so there's some inactivity here. You know, like, what are you waiting for? That's my question to you. What are you waiting for? If this change is coming, are you ready for it? And I'm not saying run out and be a prepper. You know what the change is that's coming in your life. Now, maybe there's nothing you can do and all you can do is wait. Okay, that's cool. Then that's what you're supposed to do. Whatever you feel is what you're supposed to do. Feel with your heart, think with your heart. Don't let me or anybody else tell you this is what you have to do. You need to do what you feel is right. But if there's something that you should be doing, like maybe lifting your cups up out of the water and maybe drying them off and filling them with, I don't know, pennies, then that's what you're supposed to do. I said pennies because, I'm not going to encourage you to drink. Your third card is from the Sacred Spirit reading card deck. And it is card number 11, which is a master number. And it is the Dark Night of the Soul card. Dark Night of the Soul. Life brings new meaning. So I'm going to set that there. And let's see what card number 11 says. Healing crisis. Life brings new meaning. The dark night of the soul is a deep-seated human experience that can be deeply traumatic, filled with sadness and melancholy. This is an incredibly trying time in the human experience, one filled with constant emotional turmoil, feelings of loss, instability, and darkness. Sometimes the most insignificant event can spiral an individual into a dark night experience. Like the straw that broke the camel's back, your soul has said, enough is enough. It may seem as if the world may be ending, but just as night turns into day, it is a cycle of renewal. Now you are becoming more aware of the ego and how it comes into play with your emotions, your physical drive and motivation, and how others interact with you. You may feel as though you are clouded in darkness, feeling emotionally broken and helpless in your life, feeling alone and isolated, that the world is broken and lost. And that is an affirmation. Althea. And this is why Althea is not usually in the room when I do the video. Yes, I know. Thank you for the affirmation. There's somebody out there feeling lost and sad. Thank you. Althea sends her love. So right now, you may be experiencing these sad feelings, Althea. But nothing is ever truly lost. Thea. Nothing is ever truly lost. We just outgrow our own surroundings, or even our personal interests. I know there's things that I used to do that I used to find a lot of fun, and these days, no, not so much. I don't want to do that kind of thing. Or movies. There's a lot of movies that I used to really enjoy, and now I watch it and I think, why did I enjoy that? That's just, nah. So, like the Earth's cycle of the night, it is always darkest just before the dawn. You need to know that you will be emerging soon with a new lease on life and greater understanding of who you are as an individual. View this time now as a purification of the senses and spirit. You must face hidden memories, concerns, or stories that are lying beneath the surface if you wish to emerge enlightened, forever transformed by your experience. Stop and surrender to the universe. Now, the affirmation for this card is, I accept and create positive actions through the cycle of change. Now, I've been through several dark nights of the soul in my life, and I can look back on them now and say, I'm on this side and things are so much better because I went through that, because I went down deep into the dark night of the soul, and then I rose up out of it. But while it was happening, it was ugly and it was hard and nasty and painful. But you need to know that that is something that we go through and we come out the other side and we are better people. So you're going to make it. Just know that you're going to make it. I have faith in you. You got to have faith in you. So if you chose stack number 2, you're going through a lot. And I send you my love and my faith that you've got this. And Althea decided to lay on the tripod here, so I gotta move things around. I don't think she's invited into the reading again. Well, maybe, we'll see. If you chose stack number 3, this is a Shaman stone or Moqui marble or Thunderball or Thunderstone. It has a lot of different names, but it's a nice, big, heavy chunk of iron wrapped around sandstone. And I love these for grounding. I usually place them in the healing. I would place them at a person's feet, or I even just hold them in my hands. I've got a pair myself, and they just feel really good. They ground you to the earth. It's like right now. These are usually found at the base of Navajo sandstone formations, and they've been used for centuries by the shamanic tribes to align energy centers, relieve energy blockages, stimulate chi, ground and center, and to provide protection. I mean, it's just a really nice heavy stone. And what's really cool is if you cut it in half, it looks like a malted milk ball. It makes me laugh. All right, so if you chose stack number 3, your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck, and it is the 7 of Shells, and it's represented by this fabulous blue lobster. The blue lobster, 7 of Shells, that's the 7 of water. And this could mean that you have choices in your life, but it can also mean that now is the time to be ambitious. And I feel like for some people, August is a month of big transition. Like if you chose stack number 2, but for other people, it's like this time of Leo ambition. I got a fire lit under my rear end, and I am like a rocket, and I'm gonna go. I'm doing whatever it is I'm supposed to do, and I'm going 80 miles an hour, and I'm not slowing down for anybody. So I feel like that's what the 7 of Shells is representing today, is that all I can see is somebody's butt, on fire like a rocket. So if this is you, it means get her done. There's big stuff going on. There's big stuff to do. There's a lot to do. Don't even worry about sleeping. I woke up this morning at 4:22. I never wake up that early, and I haven't been to sleep yet. I literally laid there for a little while and went, forget this, man. I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna start doing stuff. I got lots to do. It's partially the full moon and the 8/8 Lionsgate, which is Saturday. So it's like it's lighting that fire under people. So if you're one of those people, time to get her done. Your next card is from the Druidcraft Tarot, and it's the 9 of Swords. Now, I think it was last week that we had this, and it was, if you just look at the picture, it's like, oh, this poor thing, she's just not going to get out of bed. There's all these swords. But today, this card has a whole different feeling, especially with this 7 of Shells. The 7 of Shells says, get her done, and it's ambition. Well, I feel like in this card today, this is all, I collected all those swords, and they're all behind me now. And I have so much going on. I just got to take my 10 minutes this morning and collect my thoughts and feelings before I get out there and get her done. I am just gathering my energy, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to get some more swords or whatever it is you're doing. And this is all part of that ambition. So, anytime you look at a picture on a tarot or oracle card, you got to go with your feeling, because it's not the same reading every time. This picture has so many different meanings. But today it's, yep, look at, I collected 9 swords already. I am going. I'm going to go get some more. I'm just going to collect my thoughts, and then I'm going to do it. All right, your third card is from the Sacred Spirit reading card deck. And I absolutely love this picture. This is called living light energy. And it is a tree of light. I just think that is so beautiful. And if I could have that in my front yard, I would have that thing lighted every night of the year. So living light energy, see the beauty in life. So let's get the book out and see what it says about card number 25. See the beauty in life. Understanding that everything is energy. The air we breathe, the elements, emotions, sound, animals, people, our thoughts, all of these things are energy. Living light energy is positively charged and full of physical life, radiating its permanence throughout the universe. Cosmic and earthly energy is all living light energy as it stems from the celestial light source. All of creation, the cosmic Big Bang, and its remnants make up the wonderful and beautiful collective of living light energy. It is pure energy that vibrates at its original blueprint. While energy is transformed, transmuted, and recycled across time, its living light energy hums in synchronicity with universal planning. All energy pulses its divine signature, with plants and animals also resonating with living light energy. The very state of their being, biologically unaltered, is an open receptacle to living light energy, with creation in all forms stemming from its divine beauty. Opening yourself to receive living light energy requires only an open heart that wishes to be balanced and harmonized with universal flow and the divine source of all that is. Whole and complete, this energy now awaits you to integrate and unify your heart into an all-love energy. Right now, see the beauty in life. The simplicity of nature and its divine elegance will encourage you to reset your mind in the present moment. All energy is recycled. Know that now you are changing your attitude in life, soon to emerge from the deep slumber of transformation. Surround yourself with living energy such as plants, crystals, or minerals to support your light body through this powerful transition. The affirmation that goes with this card is, I integrate living light energy within my heart, mind, and soul. I am one. Well, that is just beautiful. So if you chose stack number 3, you got some big things that you got to do. You know what to do. You're going to go with the flow. And